So if you guys want to learn how to trade options, purchase my ebook located at wordly41.gumroad.com, and basically an update on the DogeCoin position. Currently, my DogeCoin position is down $2,086 with 46 cents. Currently, I own 43,879 worth of Dogecoin, and basically looking at Doge. Let's see. So recently, Doge and the overall crypto market has had a surge in these upcoming days. Well, in these past days, and well, pretty much on the 30-minute time chart, Doge is doing pretty good on the 30-minute time chart. Right now, it is below the 50-day moving average, but there is talks with China right now, or I think they talked today. And, I think tomorrow more news about the talks with China about tariffs will be released tomorrow, Monday. So basically, we'll see what happens. We'll see how the crypto market, reacts to this news. And obviously, right now, pretty much the overall market, the stock market is doing pretty good reacting to that news. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay, yeah, so pretty much, well, it doesn't even give me an article here, but basically, today, I think either today or these last couple of days, we, the United States, sat down with China. We talked about how we can negotiate a deal, and right now, these details won't be announced until tomorrow. So pretty much the market is surprised with this news, and so with this news, pretty much the overall market is after hours. It's at 571. So whether it's lowering the tariffs to a little bit more less than what it was originally at, what was it, like 125 or 140? So basically, if we can negotiate some type of deal with China about lowering the tariffs, this could tremendously affect the market in a positive way. And so pretty much the overall market, right, it's just been booming currently. So with that news, and so I want to go over some leaps that you guys could partake in. So let's see. But then again, I think it's a little too late now, because let's see. I would say TTD is still a pretty fair deal in my opinion. So looking, and basically I would buy, me personally, like I've said, right, I would personally buy options that expire in 6 months or in a year out. That way you have enough time in case that trade doesn't come to fruition how you thought it would come out to be. And so that way you have enough time to not stress about the position. So me personally, let's see. I would get, if I had either $2,000 right now, if I had $2,000, right, I would buy a single call option of TTD at the 72.5 strike price. Currently, a contract costs, what is it? $1,315. And then Tesla, I feel like it's a little too late on Tesla, but then again, let's see. Honestly, I would wait to see how I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'd probably just wait for tomorrow. What's the news with the trade talks with China, between us and China, and I would honestly wait and see what how the overall market reacts to it, because I feel like if the market doesn't react positively to whatever number they agreed to trade at, I feel like the market could I feel like the market could get impacted negatively by the number that they might have now agreed on. So I would honestly just wait, to be honest with you. But like I said, I gave you guys a list yesterday and pretty much the other day. Basically, these are some stocks that you can personally look over yourself, which is TTD, Tesla, CVE, ON, NBO, TSM, Reddit, Apple, Amazon, XYZ, Snap, Broadcom, HPE, Carnival Cruise Line, PayPal, Owl, Delta Airlines, BDX, STLA, Moderna, Target, Nvidia, Google, Nike, UPS, United Healthcare, Salesforce, Merck & Co., United Airlines, DEC, and Teva. So let's see if I can do like a quick snap of like, some good deals. So definitely not Teva. I would honestly buy a single call option on DEC. That expires in 6 months. So I would look at the December 19th options, call options. But then again, it's like I remember, like I told you guys, the further out the call option is, the expensive it's going to get. One single call option at the 125 strike price is worth $1,990. So, whatever your price, whatever, money that you have available, right? Try to keep that in mind. So, United Airlines, I would buy call options on United Airlines, to be honest with you. Let's see what option. Let's see. I would personally play this. Let's see. Okay, so for example, their December 19th option at the 77.5 strike price, a single call option is worth $1,370. So I would honestly say it's worth it, and pretty much I'd keep an eye on it, because I feel like now it's approaching the 200-day moving average. It lands on it, I would definitely get into it. Merck & Co. is one of those options or companies where it's like, I don't know why it's, doing negatively, because they're a profitable company. So I don't understand. So I would take into account Merck & Co., Salesforce, definitely UNH, and let's see, UPS, definitely Nike, definitely Google, definitely not Nvidia, because I guess you could say we missed the spot to get into Nvidia. Target, I don't know about Target. I don't know how to feel about Target buying leaps on them, because with the whole fiasco of boycotting Target, I'd stay away from Moderna, STLA, probably BDX. I'd stay away from Delta Airlines for now. Owl. Stay away from PayPal for a bit. Stay away from Carnival Cruise Line for a bit. HPA, same. AVGO, same. Snap, I'd keep an eye on it, because it's at this pretty good support level around the $8 range. And then I keep an eye on XYZ, because it's in this range in the 46 through 50 support level. I'd keep an eye on Amazon too, because it's at this support level around 190 through, at 190. I'd keep an eye on Apple too as well, but it looks like it's a little too late on Apple. But I keep an eye on Reddit. Reddit is on this support level around 107. If it decides to come back to that number, 107, or 105, that's probably a great entry point to get into. I'd stay away from TSM, honestly. How far are we from here? I'd stay away from NVO. I don't know. This is another great company that's doing pretty financially well, but I have no idea why it's doing this badly. I'd keep an eye on ON, because it's a semiconductor company. It's a chips company. CVE, stay away from it. I'd stay away from it. I'd keep an eye on Tesla, and I guess I'd keep an eye on TTD. So pretty much those are some stocks that you could consider looking over into. Me personally, I'll take into account which options. Basically for me personally, I'll try to weigh how the market reacts to this news about the talks with China tomorrow. Whatever happens with that, I'll go ahead and try to do a little couple of trades, but I'll try to be cautious a little bit, reacting to the news of what sort of agreement China and the United States came to with related to the tariffs. So I'd keep an eye on that news and probably just observe the market. I would honestly say that tomorrow is more of an observant day instead of like trading. You always don't have to trade. You can always observe what's going to happen related to certain events related to the economy. That way you don't get into a bad spot and you regret that decision of getting into the market and a bad opportunity. So try to keep an eye on the market, what happens tomorrow with that with the trade talks with China, and see how the market reacts. If you feel confident, by all means go ahead, but if you don't feel confident, by all means don't trade at all. It's always better to observe the how the market does first, and then you can take the risk and start trading or investing into certain stocks. That's pretty much it. As always, this is not financial advice. As always, take care and bye.